So there is a saying in life that it doesn't hurt to be prepared. We look at our phones and check the internet before we go outside to know what the weather is. Before we go to a job interview, if you're smart, you look at the company's website and figure out what they're all about. For a ton of things in life, being prepared costs you absolutely nothing except of the opportunity cost of the time you spend preparing. A ton of people, when I talk to them about Bitcoin, think that they were not prepared enough for the latter half of 2017 and the extreme bull run that we saw ending in late December. Many of these people, when they look back, feel that they were not prepared enough to get involved. They didn't have enough money personally invested. They had either not enough or no Bitcoin at all. And once they were truly ready to get involved, the ship had already sailed. Many of those same folks today will tell you that the party is over for Bitcoin. There will never be another bull run like there was in 2017, so there's no point in preparing at all. On the other side of the fence, there's a whole lot of people who think that Bitcoin is definitely destined for another bull run in the future, and it's just a matter of time. In fact, some very prominent people in the tech and innovator space have made some pretty bold predictions about the future price of Bitcoin as we move in to 2020, 2025, and into the great beyond. Now, I'm not here, everyone, to sit and tell you that a bull run is definitely going to happen and you're a fool if you don't own Bitcoin now. I'm not here to tell you that buying Bitcoin would be the greatest mistake of your life and you should stay 100 feet away. I'm here to simply offer you a wager. I'm here to wager that it's in your best interest to be prepared and have a plan in case there is another bull run in the future. Now, what do I mean by have a plan? By having a plan, I mean you know how to buy Bitcoin. You have an account verified in a legal way, depending on where you live, that allows you to take your fiat money and purchase cryptocurrency, in this instance, Bitcoin. It's not as easy as some people think. I'm also saying that having a plan also incorporates your percentage levels that you want to sell or take a profit or a loss at. This is different for everybody involved, and it will always be unique to your own situation. It's a wager, everybody. It's a wager that you are best to be prepared if a bull run happens in the future than not be prepared and have a bull run happen. It's a wager. So what exactly is Pascal's Bitcoin wager? Pascal's Bitcoin wager is about how you, as an individual or the head of your family finance, whatever you want to call yourself as an investor, approach the possibility of either a bull run happening or a bull run not happening. Now, there's two things you can do here. You can either be prepared or you can not be prepared for the bull run to happen. So if you are prepared and a bull run happens, how does this benefit you? Well, the first is the chance at a substantial amount of profit. We all know how volatile Bitcoin was in the later half of 2017. And if you don't know, it increased a hell of a lot from $3,000 in around the September timeframe all the way to around $19,200 in the second half of December. Now, if you were prepared during that time, ready to go, had money available, knew what to do, knew how to buy, and knew when you wanted to sell, you could have made a ludicrous couple hundreds of percentages of returns on your initial investment. So there's a ton of great stuff that can happen. I think it goes without saying, being prepared in the case of another bull run from Bitcoin from wherever it stands today up to $20,000 or even beyond to what some people are calling hundreds, 200, some people making the prediction of even millions of dollars of worth being associated with one Bitcoin in the future. I think everyone would like to be a part of that ride, and being prepared is one of the most crucial elements of riding that train at the right time and not going off the rails and getting burned. More on that at the end of the video. Now, let's say you're prepared and there's not a bull run. Bitcoin slowly dwindles into nothingness as you watch in despair. Well, let's clarify what we mean by being prepared here. Being prepared for a bull run means having A, funds available to invest into Bitcoin, B, a methodology of investing safely and effectively into Bitcoin, and C, having associated entry and exit points that you agree on are enough to take profit either after a 10% loss or gain or 100% loss or gain. There's a wide scale of varying factors that apply to different investors at different times in their life. Being prepared does not mean spending and buying Bitcoin today. It simply means thinking about your holistic process and when it makes sense to you to get involved. That could be at $3,000, $2,000, $6,000, whatever the price is that you feel comfortable getting involved at. If you're prepared and a bull run never happens, and you didn't just walk into the market blindly and dump a bunch of money down, you're really not losing anything. Now, let's talk about not being prepared and a bull run does happen. So all of a sudden your newsfeed lights up with a million notifications about all of this crazy price action, and you're sitting there looking at your Coinbase account and suddenly realizing with a very cold feeling in your heart that it's going to take 3 days to verify your bank account and another 7 to transfer the funds, and whatever other ludicrous regulations they've imposed on trading your Bitcoin after you buy it there. Trying to jump in at the last moment is not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Once you know that a bull run is happening and it's already gone on for several months and the price is already at a new all-time high, it will most likely be too late to get involved for ludicrous returns. Much too late. You're going to get burned. Or you're going to be sitting there unprepared, scrambling while the bull run happens, trying to figure out how everything is a scam while a whole lot of people make a whole lot of money. I would say you probably want to be one of those people profiting if a bull run does happen. Preparation is key in case if a bull run happens. If you're not prepared, you will get burned. And I mean prepared in the most minimalist sense. So let's say you're not prepared and the bull run does happen. Well, I would say that your life is probably not going to change at all. You might see some annoying social media posts of blockchain enthusiasts who are super salty about all of this, but you didn't lose any money. You're probably watching CNN or Fox News or MSNBC and you don't even know what Bitcoin is. And that's totally fine. You serve to lose really nothing at all. Looking at all of these options, I argue that it is absolutely in your best interest to be prepared for a bull run. And I don't mean waking up at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning each day and reading cryptocurrency news, reading blockchain news. That's not what I mean here. I mean simply knowing your plan, being prepared to execute it, and having the available fiat currency to execute that plan if indeed it happens. So what do you all think? Does this even make sense? It makes sense to me. Maybe this is just me thinking in a bubble here, but I can't seem to find a reason why you wouldn't want to be prepared for a bull run. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you liked it or this helped you get inspired to become prepared, drop us a like and subscribe. We really do appreciate that as we build out the channel. As always, this is Quorum Sense. Thanks for tuning in. More content on the way, and we hope you have a great rest of the day.